Hi, everybody. It's great being here. 10 minutes is a short amount of time. I can't see any of you, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but let's make this happen. So today, I'm going to try and give you a sneak peek of the future of managing modern websites. Stackbit, as a company, is focused on this space, and we make tools for managing modern websites. Our ecosystem is in a place where it's phenomenal for developers, and we get really excited about all of the benefits that we get from that, but there's still a lot to accomplish on the user experience side and non-technical people in larger organizations, and so that's what we're focusing on. I'll give you a quick run-through of what Stackbit offers today, and so we started with what we call Create. And it's the easiest way to create a JAMstack website, which is already pre-hooked into a CMS of your choice and deployed to Netlify. So you can literally build a modern JAMstack website in minutes. I'm going to give you a quick demo of that, but that's more, I'm going to have to increase the size of all of these. So you pick a theme, you pick a CMS, you deploy to GitHub and Netlify. My accounts are likely connected. You create a project. Boom, you're done. This may take 30 to 60 seconds, and this is a 10-minute talk, so we are not going to wait that time. This is what the website looks like. You can go to a CMS and edit it, and everything is pre-wired and pre-worked for you. And so that's how Stackbit started. Now, I have 12 tabs. You can see them. And let's see if this works. So basically, we really want to improve both the developer and the user experience of managing these sites. And what we've done initially is focus on the developer experience of setting these sites up. And did I mention that we really like making tools? What I'd like to show you now is something that we call the Stackbit Widget. So here's the website that we were looking at just a moment ago, but you'll notice that there's a widget on the top-hand side. This is only visible if you are signed into Stackbit, so regular visitors to your website are not going to see this. And this is kind of a control panel that ties together all of the various services that you use to build and manage and run your website. I'm going to give you a quick preview. Let's see if side-by-side works here. Is that reasonable? That's reasonable. OK, so that's our website on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side is sanity.io, which is a fantastic headless CMS. I'm going to make a change. Can't type and talk at the same time. I'm going to make a change and publish it. And let's see what happens. The control panel immediately tells you what's happening, Netlify build status. Is my website building? Is it done? Are you guys familiar with that notion? Refresh, 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 refresh. And so we're trying to solve that to a certain extent. I'm going to give this a couple more seconds just because I really want to take you through the whole process. But we're really excited about the widget. We're not sure if we're going to call it the widget or the on-site UI or whatnot. A centralized way to manage everything that happens with your modern JAMstack website. I have a video of this in case of like complete Wi-Fi failure, but we're not there yet. I may come back to this a little later, but at any rate, off to the next tab. So the Stackbit widget is going to be available to everyone within the next couple of weeks. So both to users of Stackbit, people who have created projects with Stackbit, people who are going to create new projects with Stackbit, but more importantly, any Netlify user is going to be able to come in, connect their account, and get the widget. And so suddenly you're going to have a control panel. Oh, look, it's building. Beautiful. And so at any rate, refresh. The header is supposed to change. The title there. Beautiful. OK. Thank you very much. However, there is more. So the Stackbit widget, as I mentioned, will be available to everyone. So like if you have a Netlify project today and you have never heard of Stackbit, we're going to ask you to do free clicks, and you're going to get the widget on your website. Let's see next. What about the non-developers who need to contribute to these sites? What about them? So as I mentioned, we started by experimenting with how easy it can be to create these modern websites. And you've all heard of unbundling, and the way that we think about the unbundling is that it offers a lot of benefits to developers, right? It's fantastic to separate presentation from content from deployment workflows, but it often sacrifices things like the editing experience and other common workflows that people who are less technical usually rely on. And so that's a major area of focus for us with Stackbit, and we really want to alleviate a lot of that and enable people to do more. So as you surely know, website creation is something that has been consumerized by companies like Wix and Squarespace, and so the average person has a certain set of expectations when it comes to building a website, and so it's hard to come to them with command lines and finicky preview capabilities and npm install and things like that. And so the tooling for regular users around the JAMstack is really going to take a couple of big steps forward, not just with us, but with the whole industry. And again, we really love building tools. So off we go to the next demo. What I want to show you is how we want to make editing easier. And so again, this is the Stackbit widget, but this is a more advanced version of it. We're looking at the live site. I updated it around an hour ago. Okay, let's get into edit mode. Now we've done a lot of research to understand the relationship between content and static site generation and the output of all of those things. And so this specific website is powered by Contentful, and we can tell you and deep link you exactly into the area in Contentful that controls what you're looking at, right? So if we go into landing page, here we go. We can go in and change, cannot type and talk at the same time. We can easily go to Contentful and make a change. And if we go back to our website, you'll notice that the widget now tells us that there's content changes pending, right? Now, I forgot to mention, this is completely CMS and static site generator agnostic. So this will work with any static site generator out there and with every CMS with which we've partnered. And we've already integrated with Contentful, Sanity, Data CMS, Forestry.io, Netlify CMS, and there's a bunch of other ones in the pipeline. So there's a content change available. You'll notice this is a big hero headline. Let's look at the changes. Shit, 2 minutes? 2 minutes. OK, hello from JAMstack Conf. Fantastic. Remember, we're looking at a previews, right? And previews are basically how we work and collaborate with other people. So the interesting thing that comes with preview is the ability to share them, whether you want to share a real-time link to the most recent version of your content, or whether you want to take a snapshot of what you're looking at right now and get a link to that and send it to a coworker, the CEO, or whomever to get feedback on your work. Publishing is also something that comes with content changes and previews, and so other people in the organization can be appointed to be the ones who can actually publish, and publishing workflows are something that we're working on. And at any rate, I'm going to hit publish, and we're going to see the change come up quickly. Quickly. OK, fantastic. Fantastic. So 1 minute, 18 seconds left. I am not done, my friends. If we go here, I want to show you, I didn't do this smooth enough, but it's like one more thing. We've done, as I mentioned, we've done a lot of research to understand the relationship between schemas, content management systems, static site generators, and the output, which is obviously websites. And we like to be a tool that's agnostic of the different technical choices that you've made. And what I'd like to show you today is on-page editing. On-page editing works, again, with the CMSs that I've mentioned. And so this, in particular, is going to be working on Contentful. OK, this change, I made it. Hold on. My mother won't be proud if I don't fix this. Instant preview. And if I go to Contentful, you'll notice that we update that as well. And so we tie the whole experience together. Non-technical people, when they need to go to your CMS, they can always go there because we don't change anything about that. But if you just want to change a string, and in the future we'll support more things like reordering and images and things like that, you're going to be able to do it from a nice interface that is not scary for non-technical people. And you can instantly publish, and it ties into all of the workflows that I previously showed you guys. So we're pretty excited about on-page editing, and we think it's a step into the future. It's not the end. We're all going to get to WYSIWYG at the end of it, but that's basically what I wanted to show you. So we're calling these new set of capabilities Stackbit Live because you have to give it a name so people can refer to it. And so this is Stackbit Live. And my wrap-up is that everything you saw is coming soon, and the definition of soon is kind of like in the eyes of the beholder, but we're working on it. The widget, the simpler version of the widget that you saw, is coming hopefully before the end of next week. And again, every Netlify user and Stackbit user is going to be able to take advantage of that. We work with all SSGs, for example, Hugo, Jekyll, Gatsby, Next.js, Gritsum, Eleventy, and all the others. We work with headless CMSs like Contentful, Sanity, Dado CMS, as well as Gitbait CMSs like Netlify CMS and Forestry. And the integration is minimal. You do not need to update your workflows. You do not need to mark up your templates, right? It's going to be magical. To learn more and sign up for early access, you're invited to go to stackbit.com/live. We'd love to hear from you. Me and my co-founder, Dan, are walking around with big, fancy Stackbit shirts. So come up and talk to us. We'd love to set you up with early access to everything that we just showed you today. Thank you very much.